Boys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, wide 8. 26.
Second down, Prescott. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down.
That's fine. Yeah. Here we go. 58. 319. 36. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. That's fine, yeah.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second down, it's Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw is Rodgers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. Down to the 25. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it with Jones. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
4th down, no problem. It's a good piece of power running right here and a confident decision to go for it. And that's going to get them a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He'll get it up the middle, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here we go, 46, 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go, 46. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. To the air again, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Crowder. He's got daylight. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamison Crowder in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Go to 50.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Going up top. This is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw, it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And credit the tackle to Taco. Taco Charlton with a stop. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers operating from the gun. A left side completion to Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 15 and a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott to throw this time. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, it's Prescott. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, Wide receivers, they have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
Inside. That's fine, yeah.
Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Cowboys. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
This one fielded at the 5. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Back now in Arlington.
Over here.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
That's fine, yeah. No.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Over here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Inside. Hey, where y'all going?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, well, you're...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 63 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And now running right through it. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. There he goes left side. And all the way down to the 5. A big run there by Jones. And even 70 yards on the pickup. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Rodgers looking to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
That's fine, yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
46. Gun. 46.
First down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. To the right side and complete to Njoku. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And again, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46, 46.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Gun.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
Hey. Okay.